Well guys, we're headed back to Mike's shop and getting a couple things adjusted. Nice weather. The ice is off the road now, so his shop is open. We're going to get a few things adjusted and repaired and manipulated while we're at his shop. Leave it there for a few days. That's part of what you have to do when you get a new rig. Anyways, when we arrive at the shop, you'll see what's going on. Hey, Bobby.
Oh, hey. We're going to Wanderlust.
Yeah. Here we go. Wanderlust. Okay, Mike. Oops, got to turn off my lights. Minor detail. Come on in. My brain customers. Morning. Must need to use this shop if it's being cold, huh?
Yeah, a little bit. A little bit.
Awesome.
With being closed down for a couple days.
Are you putting a turbo in my rig?
Eventually, maybe.
No, maybe.
We're gonna do supercharger, right?
Whatever doesn't break. We're good. Boy.
There is an ice skating rink here. We're actually supposed to drop it off 2 days ago, but with the ice storms, we didn't leave because no one was open. This vehicle is definitely not our off-road vehicle. That one can go anywhere. This one, not so much. Back at Mike's shop, there is no more ice. It is warm. It's a heat wave.
That's up.
Oh, sweetness.
Yep.
Is it just a rip out? Oh, I can see.
It's just Velcro.
fire extinguisher.
Fire extinguishers up.
Oh, I come through that door.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Come through that door for the fire extinguisher. Before you leave,
Oh, yeah. This is my idea.
what paperwork you need to sign and how they can completely turn off that front radar, cruise control, permanently with their tech stream.
Yeah, so I was going to see them today, but I'm going to see them tomorrow now.
Okay.
So remember that, Monica?
Yes.
We're going to ask Toyota. Say that one more time. What I need to ask them?
You can turn off the radar and camera permanently without having to go in and turn it off every time. They can go in with their tech stream. You just need to sign a little waiver, basically. So I'll print. I found the one for the 21, but I'm sure it applies for the 23 too.
So do I have to every time and turn it off?
I'll show you how to do the cruise control where you turn it to standard cruise control every time. I drove it for an hour yesterday, and then I drove it home and back without turning it off on the way home and back, and it didn't come up with the error message. But to be able to completely turn that system off, Toyota can permanently.
Well, I'm permanently going to turn it off.
Yes. So
That drove me about nuts. Was there any ice in the tent?
no, there was a little bit of water, but no,
Well, there's ice chunks like this stuck like nuts. Like somebody threw a whole bunch of nuts at the tent.
Oh, I mean, there was a little bit of water when I opened it up, but nothing.
Okay, so I'll diesel heater it today then. So when I put it up today,
Yeah.
let's get the diesel heater in there and we can try that up.
One thing I saw in one of the videos is, I think you clicked this one to lower it. Click starting the top one because
That's easier for me.
that's when if you click the middle one, what can happen is it can slide up enough that it clicks the next one, and then you can it'll collapse on itself. So
I will.
you start at the top and go up like that.
Perfect.
To adjust it. So
Okay, thank you.
yeah.
I'm all for learning.
These are your new custom prop rods. Slide them into that guy, and then you got your own little custom hole there.
Dude, that's way better.
Hi.
now it's as tight.
No,
as the
that's
other side.
I about fall out of the rig when I'm inside doing it.
Yeah. So
I know how many times I've almost eaten those match straps.
now it'll stay. The prop rods are in the proper position. And it's all
So that's exactly what I was thinking.
so.
This is. Who came up with that idea?
Me.
You?
Yeah.
You get the credit? Austin
the
doesn't
credit.
get the credit?
No, Austin was working on other projects.
Okay.
So
That's bad to the bone. When I take this apart,
yeah.
every time, do I have to
No.
do that before I close it?
Automatically comes undone. Yeah.
No.
But
And then these,
wherever it tensions it
because
best when
I
it's
notice
all.
when I have it out here, I get an air gap.
Yeah, probably it looks like it matches up. Well,
So did you get this light?
yeah, lights replaced, all new.
Sweet. Send that back to Baja.
Yep, sending that back to Baja.
How about this?
On its way. Everything's delayed from the ice last week, so
Yeah, that's understandable.
so I should have your.
What'd you think of my mount? Did you take it off and look at
I didn't take it off and look at it, but yeah, it looks.
it? Dude, it's
Yeah,
and those are all stainless 316.
nice.
I mean, if you look way up, I mean, there's a. I always overdo it.
Yeah, I mean, no, you want to with the chainsaw though.
This is a barbecue cover.
Oh, nice, a little barbecue cover.
Yeah, but I got the heaviest duty one, and I just wrapped it.
Nice.
Good old tire tube. I don't even know where I got this. Cruise control, dash is back to normal, the
Yeah.
lights fixed, that's fixed. Those are my three big ones.
Yeah, that.
With Jack.
Jack on the front's all taken care of. Got all three bolts are back in each one. Did bigger washers, and we
Did you put lock washers on them?
we Loctited everything.
Blue or red?
Blue.
Oh, they're not coming off.
Yeah, I didn't
Is
wanna
the red? Is the red the hard?
The red's the permanent. Blue is the stuff if you ever need to replace it.
I carry blue.
Yeah, that's what we use on almost everything.
Yeah. Cool.
Those are awesome.
Yeah.
So I panicked last night. I drove it back to my house like I told you, and I was on a back road, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna turn on the LP6s. I turned them on, nothing happened. I'm like, what? Why is that? Why are those not working now? And then I was like, black covers. He's got the covers on them.
No, they're working.
Yeah, it was just the black.
Did you get
covers.
the yellow?
Yeah, I've got the yellow. Your
Okay.
plugs are in there.
Oh,
There's your extra valves.
valves for the stove.
There's your
So,
yellow covers.
I need to pay for this.
There's that.
Okay, I'll do those two. So yeah, thank you for doing this. So
Yep.
I'm paying for these today.
Okay. And then the only other thing on the list, we're still waiting on the corner guard for that, which we'll just slap
For
on
the awning.
for the awning. Yep. And then putting the fog lights on their own switch when we do the light bar.
Yeah.
That's the only two things on the list that didn't get done.
Cool.
This
So
round.
how do these? Have you tried one of these yet?
They clip on just like the black ones.
Have you tried them?
Previously, not on yours, but
So I can just leave those on.
yeah, you can. And
I
then
can't wait to do some photography. of those.
yeah, and then
Which one is the regular one? This one?
yeah,
Let me get one of these today.
I've
I've got one lost in the truck somewhere.
Oh,
So add this to my kit.
sure.
So where?
These are
The same one?
The same one. So we didn't even have to get.
That's perfect. You see the little fishing rod case I used?
Yeah. We'll put these. Well, actually, these can go back in the normal prop rod case now. Now that they're straight,
I'm having troubles getting it tight in the front.
tight in the front.
I'll show you one.
Okay. Like so that it closes in on itself.
Yeah. That's awesome. That's perfect. So I leave this Thursday,
For
Richmond.
Washington.
Richmond, Washington.
Yeah.
Going to Josh's house. He set up the Pacific Northwesters Umpqua Coast in the winter. I want to see how you do this. So you left that unzipped. Okay, good.
Yes.
I do the same thing.
Yep.
And now what about your pull string that you just left up there?
I can pop up and grab it.
You must have like, oh, Excellent. I like to see you struggle.
We're so much shorter than you, so
I feel like I'm way short. Do you have anything that can hook onto that so I can put my foot on that?
I don't have anything, but
I had one, but it was the wrong size. It was huge, but it wasn't an angle because this piece here.
is that an angle?
Yeah. So how high do you get that? Video what he's doing there, because he's making it look easy.
I am. Austin, maybe if you stand on the seat of the car, you know, you can reach that height.
No, Mike's gonna install a lat. Short little bugger. Okay, so I'm just
Well, we
watching.
could probably jerry rig a little tool.
Doing everything the same. There's nothing I do different. Let's just see if he has the same problem as me. So he tucks them in. Okay, that.
Yeah.
I carry an extra one in the box. Okay, this is the part I have problems with right here. It does not want it. See, because I get this back. He got it. Good. He did it too. So that's okay to have this much fat. See, it's not this.
There's a gap there, so it just.
No, if you look at the canopy from an angle, I mean the tent, there's this much left here and this side's tight.
It's because of the it's because this is tapered here and this is not. You got extra.
Oh,
Like
all
you
that
got-
stuff's got to go somewhere.
It's got to go somewhere.
So
So,
that's
it's
okay.
It's okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought I was doing something wrong.
No.
We got new ones of these coming.
Not a fan of them.
No,
So.
I'm a fan of these guys. Like these.
Yeah, those are cool.
Those safe. This is really fast, right?
Yeah, it's honestly better than that. Yeah, I gave it to you. 'cause
So the one thing I'm noticing is on recovery gear, I got a kinetic strap,
Yep.
and then I got a strap,
Like a tree
tree
strap.
strap, but I don't have a strap. for
Like a
towing.
longer strap.
Yeah, I
Okay.
don't, not yet, right?
Probably not.
Okay, so when I come in next time, I want to look at the different one you got,
Okay.
because that really was nice. Pull Josh out. He had an ARB.
Just a standard ARB strap,
It was.
like a wire.
You'll see it.
Yeah.
I'm using it.
Sure.
Here's the curve.
Okay.
So he fixed this where it was cutting into this.
Oh.
He shaved that off and made that nicer. He made it all pretty.
Nice. Thank you, Mike.
See ya. See ya.
Just picked these up at Mike's. These are amber rock guards. I'm going to show you the difference. Put this on. Man, these are nice. These are my covers. I don't even know. I wonder if the cover can fit on. Nope, they won't fit. Okay, good to know. I was seeing if I could cover those. These literally just snap right on. That's it. Done. Baja Lights. Sweet. I like it. Okay. I'm going to use this as the clamp and the bracket because it can't squish down
Right.
on itself.
Figure out what brand it is. No, not that one. She found one. She found.
Oh dear Gussie.
What else goes up here? That's it.
A nice mount.
We did pretty good on that, huh?
Yeah. Got 9 camera lights.
You need bags? How many bags we got? Don't argue with
The captain.
So I have some last minute items that I'm putting in the rig. Grab another light and make sure the battery's in it. Unlock the truck. Sorry, Forerunner. Here's the light I'm talking about. Put the gloves in here by the heater. So have some road issues. I always save the spare battery. I don't like it doing tests and stuff, but wife said I needed a light. Oh, there we go. So what we'll do here, follow me around this way, guys. From the sister's Eastern Oregon trip, we got all our stuff done at Mike's, got it reloaded. We're going to be heading over to Eastern Oregon and then on over the bridge into Eastern Washington, and I'm going to be heading up past the Wenatchee area to I got a buddy up there, and we're gonna go see him and his wife, and after that we're gonna maybe do a little bit of wheeling, and you don't want to miss that. We're kindred spirits. I've known Bobby ever since I've been alive. So after that I'll be going to another fellow's house. Lives in the woods. He's a unique guy. We have a long relationship, and he needs some firewood, so I said I'd come over, visit him, and I want to go chop some firewood up and help him out with firewoods. He's a good guy. And then maybe I can get him to take his Land Cruiser, if he would, and do some rides there in the hills in the in northeastern Washington area. And that area is kind of close to my heart because I'm from Wenatchee, and I didn't live there, but I was born there. I lived in Chelan for a while, Washington, when I was just a youngster before we moved. After that, I'm going to go through the hills there a bit, and then we're going to run down and see another friend if we have time, and he has an automotive shop. I'll kind of leave that as a surprise. Hopefully we have time to do it. Anyways, we're going to be coming back here, so we're going to go maybe shoot 2 videos worth of content for you guys and see how all our fixes were. We did take it to Toyota, and we did have the 5,000 mile warranty checkup. We had all the tires rotated. Mike did all his adjustments. I'll tell you what, having a new rig and trying to build it up in the short amount of time that I have, it's impressive what Mike's doing over there at Wanderlust for me. And I'm not the easiest person to work for because I'm pretty demanding. I'm nonstop. I'm like, okay, next. And I forget sometimes he's got other customers. Anyways, sorry about that, Mike. That's just who I am. I'm a goer. Anyways, so we're going to get in this tomorrow morning super early, and we're going to head over to, hopefully the weather's good. It's supposed to be just cold. I think they said 30 to 36 degrees, so we might hit snow, we might not. The road conditions, I've been watching the weather, but they've been changing so fast that here in the Northwest, it's just, you got to check it like 3 times a day because forecasters only can be so right off of this Pacific Coast weather system. Anyways, look forward to seeing everybody at the event that we're doing in Umpqua coming up. That event's going to be pretty awesome. That's down there, and Sparky and Josh and a few other people put that together. I think it's Sparky that put it together. I think there's 30 rigs already ready to go to that. That's going to be pretty freaking awesome. I'm going to attend. Josh is going to be there. Everybody knows Josh, the new channel that just started up, the gentleman with the power wagon. His name's Josh. Today he sent me a photo of his diesel heater he put in, and I was looking at it and I was like, man, that's awesome. And so I'll show you a clip right here of it. And then it reminded me, I was like, oh no, I got my heater coming out the wrong side. Because I looked at Josh's picture and it seemed correct. And I started thinking that little diesel heater I was putting together earlier. Well, that diesel heater, last time I was out, I realized that it had to be pointing out for my particular reason. But I put the vent hose on the top and then I got the muffler right next to it going out. And I'm thinking it might be too close to that vent hose, because the vent hose is, it looks like plastic on the outside and chrome on the inside. You know how dryer vent hoses are. And I'm worried I might have it too close to that. But it is good if it's, let's say, 20 degrees outside, and the exhaust from that muffler, because it's so cold outside, wouldn't even hamper that hose, because of the transfer of heat that's going up it is what we're going to say 70 degrees or 80 degrees, because it's going 6 feet up into my tent, and that hose keeps me vented a diesel dry heat, and that's fantastic. Last time when I was in the sleeping bag, I couldn't sleep in the sleeping bag. I had to keep everything unzipped, and man, that thing was blowing on me so hard. I was like, oh man. So I took my socks off. Matter of fact, in the last video, you would have seen my socks off there in the pop-up tent. I'll tell you what, the problem there was I had it too hot. And that's a lesson. I knew better not to do this, but because I got it so hot up in there and I didn't go down and spend the time to learn how to adjust the hertz, is what I figured out. It was hertz because it's made in a different country. So I had to adjust the hertz down to a lower hertz setting on my Silvel Diesel Heater. And then that made a difference. And I'm like, man, if I would have just taken the time, I could have had it 68 in there instead of 90. I don't know what it was, but all I know it was hot. But then woke up in the morning because it got down to 18 degrees and it was snowing and the trees were dumping snow out of them, and it hit my tent and I thought it was a branch, but no, it's just a big old clump of snow off the roof of the trees. You know how they got their arms that go out, the snow would get so heavy it'd fall on it, boom. And I was like, it'd wake me up and I'd listen and I'd go, oh, okay, it's just snow. But I woke up in the morning and at 18 degrees, because I had it so hot in there, it had frozen to the outside of the tent in kind of a snow pack because it was snowing. But in between the snowpack, you could tell where it was heating through. And so when I brushed off all the snow off the tent, it left like these frozen pieces stuck to the fabric about the size of peanuts or nuts for a bolt, all over the whole thing. And I'm like, okay, I can't take them off because I'll rip the tent. So I left them in there, shut it, because I couldn't get them off. And then I come back and I'm like, okay, we can't open the tent up until it's above 50 degrees for a day, because if I open it up too fast, I'm going to rip my tent. So then we go through this massive rainstorm when we get back. Like you've seen me taking the truck, the 4Runner back up to Mike's, that rainstorm, that was going on for like two days, melting all that snow and ice. Man, we had ice. I'm glad I did that because it was moist in the tent, but today I put it up. And when I put it up today to air it out, I'll show you a picture here of me airing it out. That's when I was working on the heater. But I got it all ready to go, and I'm ready to go on my next adventure. And hopefully you guys will join me on that one. If you can, what I'm getting tons of views. And so what I'm wondering is, if you guys like what you're seeing in my channels, if you want to see more of my content and you're not subscribed, consider subscribing and hitting the subscribe button down below. It won't send you all kinds of junk. It just tell you when I have a new video up, and if you want to watch it, you can. If you don't, it's okay. But if you enjoyed my content, you don't have to pay for it. It's free because I'm enjoying myself. So I'm recording this for me and my family and friends. You are my friends. So if you think it's incredibly awesome, give it a thumbs up. I'd like to hear comments. I'm not getting enough comments, and if you guys would like to comment some more, I respond to my comments. Usually for the first couple weeks, and then I do it like once a month. I check on all my previous videos and go through them. But my wife does most of the editing. But I'll tell you what, I'll see you guys in the morning on my next adventure. Catch you guys later.